cold morning at a crowded bus stop. Coffee, steam, idling diesel. On the bench, an elderly man in a plain jacket and old jeans. Nothing to notice except the boots. Scuffed, cracked, sun-browned leather, older than he looked. A knot of new recruits in bright fatigues laughed nearby the confidence you have before the first hard miles. "Hey, Grandpa," one smirked. "Lose your way to the thrift store?" The old man said nothing. Hands resting on the leather, like he was keeping an ember, another recruit tapped his. Shiny toe against the old man's. Bet those wouldn't last a week in real service. Calm eyes lifted once, then lowered. "Where'd you get those relics, surplus?" "Garage sale." The street went quiet enough to hear the line they'd crossed. Those boots had crossed deserts that boiled at noon, set like glass by dusk. Waded swamps where each step was a choice between a snake you could see and an enemy you couldn't. And sprinted across fields lit by gunfire toward a pilot who wouldn't wait. Every scrape was a map line. Every crease a name. A tall man stepped out of the cafe with a to-go cup. Civilian clothes, military spine. One scanned recruit's bench, boots, and he walked over. The boy straightened. He stopped beside the bench, gaze locked on the leather. "Sir," he said softly. "Permission to shake your hand?" Sidewalk silence. The old man nodded. The tall man knelt. He didn't touch the boots. He didn't need to. "You have no idea what you're looking at," he told the recruits. Hellstorm issue. Quiet work, 93. Black reef extraction. We still train it. He showed a small trident, then saluted. "You, sir, are a legend." A bus sighed to the curb. No one moved. One recruit swallowed. "Sir, we're sorry." The old man patted the leather. "All good," he said. "You'll learn what lasts." He could have left it there. But he chose to teach. "Boots like these," he said, "don't carry men. They carry decisions." One night at Black Reef, radio traffic nodded. Two signals bled together. Wrong grid. Our bird was ticking down, and a heartbeat was still out there. The tall man's jaw tightened. "We rehearsed that for years," he said. "You got it right when it counted," the veteran answered. The recruits leaned in. "Sand felt like needles," the old man said. "Night like the stars were turned backward. My partner took one through the leg and got mad about it. I took his arm, and the boots did the math. 10 strides to cover, 15 to the wash, 60 to the point where the pilot would risk his career for 5 seconds. He smiled, small and private. Pilot risked 6. The tall man nodded toward the leather. "Hellstorm souls don't slip on rotor dust," he told the boys. "We learned that the hard way." "Not rubber," the veteran said. "Friendship. Young men think war is steel. They learn its faces." A woman with a grocery cart stopped, hand over heart. "Respect doesn't need a uniform, sir," a recruit asked. "Why not put them in a case?" "I still walk to the store," the old man said. "To the VA, I still stand when they fold a flag. The day I box them is the day I stop going where I'm useful." The bus door cracked. "You boarding?" "In a minute," the tall man said. He glanced back to the boots. "You remember the beach, sir?" "I remember the sound," the veteran said. "Helicopter belly, laughing at the wind. My friend cursing me for pulling too hard. Crew chief counting us in, counting us out, then counting one more we didn't have." He paused. "We went back." "I won't apologize for going back, and you found him," the tall man said. "We found him together. Nobody's heavy when you're headed home." The recruits felt the word they'd used to Isley brother. Far siren. Pigeons. City noise again. The tall man offered, "Breakfast?" "Only if I pay the next one forward," the old man said. "There's always a next one." They crossed to the cafe. The bell rang light. The barista saw the boots and straightened. No fuss, just respect. At a corner table, the cups settled. The recruits hovered. "Sit," the old man said. "Listening is easier in chairs." The room had no rank, only respect. "How do we keep from becoming like we were?" the youngest asked. Practice a habit, the old man said. When you see something worn, ask what carried it there, who it carried, what still needs carrying. The tall man tapped the table. When it's your turn to carry, count slow. People feel cadence more than force. You still count the beats, son? The old man asked. Every time, the tall man said. Keeps my hands honest. The second cup cooled. Stories became names, then years, then sharp-edged jokes. The smirker finally said, I was out of line. You were eager, the veteran answered. Eager needs wisdom like a rifle needs a sling. Keeps it from pointing where it shouldn't. Outside, the bus pulled away. A different ride had started. The tall man set a small folded white cloth on the table. For the day you box them, he said, so the leather knows it's resting, not quitting. The veteran blinked. I'll keep walking, he said, but I'll keep the cloth. They stood. The recruits formed a line without thinking and shook his hand, one by one. No grip contests, just gratitude. On the sidewalk, the tall man told them, if you're going to wear the uniform, learn to spot the quiet ones. They're the reason you get to make noise. The old man adjusted his jacket, settled the boots, and stepped off steady heel-toe, a cadence that pays back what it borrows. The tall man let him go, as if to say, you lead, we'll cover. One recruit jogged up. Sir, what was his name? The one you went back for? The veteran didn't stop. Friend, he said. That's the only name that matters in the dark. They watched him turn the corner. The tall man exhaled. Lesson's over. Don't forget it when your boots are shiny. Yes, sir, the boys answered, 'cause they wanted to. Tomorrow, they'd lace up and feel the leather differently. That's how a morning becomes a marker. If you've worn a pair long enough to forget who you were before them, you already know where you'd have stood. If quiet honor should be remembered, share your branch in years. And pass this on to someone who still keeps their old boots by the door.